First pitch to him. Oh, tried to check his swing there as this is hit to the left side. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Boy, his guy's got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Miguel Sano will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Lays off 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one.
And this offense has just been stuck in neutral. Even when they get a guy on to start the inning, they've got nothing to go with it.
Oh, it looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Two down now.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Leading off the inning, Brian Dozier, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
What do you say now? Hey, no out here.
First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton is camped under this one. One pitch, one away. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category, as you can see right here. And it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you, you're going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Some action now in the Tigers' bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota.
Hey, let's go right here.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Here it comes on 1-1. Hot shot down the line. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. He'll take the turn and head for second.
He's coming, relay, relay!
This should just be a single, but you saw him have some trouble out there with it in left field, and it allows that runner to sneak into second.
Joe Mauer will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Certainly in this streak, he's had a lot of those opportunities come late in ball games, but he extends it again with another clutch base hit.
Trevor Plouffe will come forward now at a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one.
Hey, one away. One away. Rack him up now.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Line softly toward the hole. In there. Base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Well, for a while there, it didn't look like they were ever going to break through, but they finally get on the board here in inning number 7. Now they've got to see if they can add on a few more and maybe make this game a little more interesting.
David Salazar stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, base hit left field. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Jorge Polanco will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Got a home right here. Let's go.
And a good curveball there, but he wouldn't bite. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember. Boy, a nice job right there to time that lead perfectly and bring it down. If he doesn't, that's at least one run, maybe two. So that's an ERA saver right there, and the pitcher should take this guy out to dinner.
Danny Santana steps up now with the bases loaded and his guys down by 4. That makes him, of course, the potential tying run, so we'll see if he swings for it here. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
Hold him right here now, guys.
1-2.
And on the mound here, you start thinking, boy.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Twins forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Tigers 5 and the Twins 1. Max Kepler will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been pretty easy the whole way through.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Hey, we got one out here.
Here's Miguel Sano. And he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, when you have...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Striding in to start the 9th, Kenny Vargas. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Now batting.
Joe Mauer will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
0-1.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. High in the air out to center field. Sinclair has a play, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Trevor Plouffe is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, we got 2 down now.
The 0-1 pitch. Tapper up the line. Castellanos with a bare hand. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 5-1. So long from Minneapolis.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Tigers. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left an even 20 men on base. For the Twins, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond Wright Field on 3rd Avenue.